Hey Civ fans, welcome back to Rolo Gaming. Today we're going to go ahead and check out the first look into Kublai Khan. God, this week has been filled with Civilization 6 news. We got the Vietnam DLC, as well as the Vietnam soundtrack, and now we're getting the first look into Kublai Khan, after like 3 weeks of no news from Civilization 6. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the first look of Kublai Khan.
Kublai Khan leads China, and Kublai Khan leads Mongolia in Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
So this is Kublai Khan, and he both leads Mongolia and China. A nice alternate leader, and I like how serious he looks in both of these. You can see that he means business. Although the first look we got of him, he looked so jolly and happy, now you can see that he actually means business.
As the grandson of Genghis, Kublai Khan was born to conquer. His empire ultimately stretched from the Korean peninsula to the edges of modern-day Baghdad.
So this is the grandson of Genghis Khan. I guess if you have both Mongolia and Kublai Khan in the same Civilization 6 game, they can actually team up and be brothers. No wait, not brothers. Family against the world. If you've got Mongolia in your Civilization 6 game, are you guys going to team up with him? Or are you guys going to work to take him down? The grandson rises.
Kublai Khan's unique ability is called Gerege and provides an extra economic policy slot.
So he gets an extra economic policy slot, which is always nice to see. You can see that Kublai Khan is going to be making some serious cash. His special ability also has a very nice name, the Gerege. I wonder if this is referring to like the Silk Road.
It also grants a random eureka and inspiration when establishing a trading post in another Civ city for the first time.
Okay, so this is another interesting ability. When I first listened to this, I thought that it meant you can like do it all the time whenever you first set up a trading city, like again and again, but it turns out you can only do it once per civilization. So okay, it's not overpowered, but it also is a pretty nice ability. And already, usually if you're a Civilization 6 player, you're gonna have a couple trading posts just to go ahead and send it to some of your friends, you know? Some of your Civilization trading buddies. Either you're gonna send it to yourself for extra yields, or you're gonna send it to other civilizations for even more bonuses. But I'm pretty sure that you can use these bonuses very strategically. Say there's a civic or a research that you really want, you can go ahead and send a trader to create a trading post. You're gonna have to time it just right though.
As the leader of China, Kublai Khan's ability to provide additional eurekas and inspirations superpowers innovation by complementing China's unique ability, which allows eurekas and inspirations to provide more of the research cost towards technologies and civics.
So this is another really cool ability that works in tandem with the whole trading post and trader thing. And this is really going to go ahead and reward the people that go ahead and look at all of the inspirations and eurekas, and the Civilization 6 players that actually try to get those to boost all of their researches and all of their civics. This ability is going to help those Civilization 6 players that don't usually do that to pay an extra attention to it, because you're going to get even more bonuses. Also, as you can see in the Civilization 6 game, they've got Kublai Khan and Mongolia, grandson and grandfather, working together to take down the world. You can also see that they've got military access to each other's land, as well as doing some trading.
However, keep in mind that Gerege only activates when the trade route finishes. To keep your science and culture economy consistently booming, pair Kublai's ability with some strategic alliances, good Great Wall placement for extra culture.
Okay, so the Great Wall returns once again, and I think that they keep the same military unit, the unique military unit as before, for when you play as China or Mongolia as Kublai Khan. Wow, this is a pretty cool scene, and it looks like someone's attacking the wall. Attack on Titan vibes, anyone?
And the Trade Confederation policy to buff the science and culture generated by trade routes. As the leader of Mongolia, Kublai Khan capitalizes on Mongolia's ability to create trading posts whenever trade routes are established.
So the difference with Mongolia is that you get the boost as soon as you send the trader, which in my opinion is far better than the Chinese version, because that way you can actually go ahead and plan it out a lot better. When you first send a trade route, you're gonna have to be like, oh, it's gonna reach there in like 10 turns or 12 turns, and you're gonna have to align it just right. But when you're playing as Mongolia, as Kublai Khan, you can go ahead and plan it to the very point that you want to go ahead and send your trader.
Gorege provides Eureka's and inspirations as soon as a trade route is created. Mongolia's trading posts also provide additional diplomatic visibility and combat strength in other.
So this is the really cool part of the whole Mongolian version as well. You can actually get a combat bonus when you send like a trader to another civilization, making it easier for you to take them over, especially because you're going to be creating a road and you're getting that combat bonus. Getting that whole extra diplomacy bonus, I don't really think you need it, especially when you're going to go ahead and just tear them down. And you can only really do this once if you think about it, because they're going to be pretty pissed at you afterwards. Although I think if they're still pissed at you, they'll still accept trade routes after the war. So maybe it still works out, but really the Civilization 6 AI should be like, he just sent me he just sent me a trader, I should probably be careful.
Other civilization cities. Use Kublai Khan's trade routes to fund a vast army.
I really like the animation there, but I really don't think you can do that in Civilization 6. I think you have to move all of the units at once, like one at a time. But that animation was so cool. All the Mongolian horsemen moving together as one, ready to strike.
Then unleash that golden horde on your trading partners to take full advantage of the combat strength buff.
Okay, and here you can see that they're getting some bonuses. I think it might be this +6 intel on opponents' movements. I'm not 100% sure though. Either way, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that much damage, as the defenses are a lot higher. Do you guys think that you'd be able to go ahead and fix the situation as Korea? I'm not sure if it's possible. At the very least, you'd have to get walls up immediately. This city doesn't even have walls up right now, and they've got 16 population.
Granted by your ruthless diplomacy. Whether you choose to lead China or Mongolia, use Kublai Khan's extra economic policy slot for policies like caravansaries, triangular trade, and trade.
And yeah, when you're playing as Kublai Khan, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you're putting everything into trade and trade routes. Although when you get those initial bonuses out of the way, there's less of a reason to go ahead and continue using trade routes. Once I get all the trade route bonuses, I think I'd revert to go ahead and using my economic policies as usual. I don't personally really like the trade route bonuses anyway.
Confederation to keep your trade routes as profitable as possible. Also, make sure to send a trade route to every civilization on the map to maximize those Eurekas and inspirations, which only activate once for each civ. Will you follow the twisting trails of trade towards innovation or expansion? How will you use Kublai Khan in Sid Meier's Civilization 6?
I think I'd use Kublai Khan as a more military civilization, playing him as Mongolia rather than China. Which version of Kublai Khan interests you more? Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, that's everything I have to say about Kublai Khan. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe, and comment down below for more. And remember, Civ players, one more turn.